You are likely here in crypto to make serious money. And if not, well, then you're missing the greater point. This shift in technology is the greatest chance the world has ever seen for people who are smart and determined to make life-changing wealth. And why wouldn't that be you? Now, did you miss investing in the early days of Google? Do you wish you hadn't? I will share with you that you're not going to want to hear some of this, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. You're in the right place at the right time, but likely you're not doing the right things yet. And you're like, Rain, what do you mean? How do you know that I'm not doing the right things? Well, because you're a human being and you are likely doing what 95% of the people in crypto are doing, which is not the most financially advantageous decisions. Let me ask you this simple question. Would you rather invest in XRP, which chart looks like this, all the way up, it's down to 217 right now, which is nice, but XRP, or something like this token where the chart looks like this? Now, specifically, this is OMI, but it doesn't have to be OMI. Look how devastating this chart looks. And it looks terrible and boring and like, what the heck? It's way down. It is. It is. Now, if your answer is, I know what the research is behind XRP, and I don't know what the research is behind that token, I do like that answer. Because research is what tells you, not only you can look at the chart and see, okay, the token is way down, but it takes research to determine what you feel the likelihood that that could change around is. I also like the answer if, if you like this token that I was just showing the chart of, and you know the research behind it, and it's way down, and you've been picking it up a lot, fantastic. But one of the principal parts of making money in crypto is buying low and selling high. And what a lot of people do is they buy high, they get caught up in a retracement, and they sell lower. Now, let me also say that if your answer is XRP, you may still be making a good decision, but the chances are that you're not. And let me share with you where so many do go wrong in crypto, which leads to mediocre or even poor results over time because they do this over and over again. Now, for the last 3 years, XRP did almost nothing and bumped around 50 cents, from like 30 cents up to 75 cents. Now, did you invest in it then? Or after it started going crazy, perhaps buying it at $2 or higher? Now, if you did that, you're not going to want to hear this because you were likely doing things completely wrong. And I'll explain it through a story. In 7th grade, I noticed a very strange phenomenon. The 49ers won the American football Super Bowl. Okay, that in itself is a strange thing, but what was more strange is that suddenly half of everyone was a 49ers fan. They weren't before, but suddenly everyone is a 49ers fan. Now, as humans, we have this need to feel accepted, to feel part of the winning team. One of the reasons we as humans chase what is already pumped is because of the 49ers problem. We want to feel like we're part of the team that is already winning, rather than what the most successful crypto investors do, which is research like crazy what things are massively undervalued and buy them and get in before their pumps entirely. In order to do that, you have to be willing to be told that you're stupid. You don't know what you're doing. That's a dead token. Oh my gosh, that's never going to happen. Like before the 49ers won the Super Bowl, and they did so many years in a row, Joe Montana and then Steve Young during that time period. But then they went off into obscurity again. All those 49er fans washed away. Now, is XRP going to go a lot higher than here? In short, yes. But when? I think in the next 10 years, XRP is likely to be between $100 to $1,000. But realize that it just went up from under 50 cents to 250 and may not do much for a while. I don't know in the short term what it does. And even in the medium term, it's really hard to tell what it does. But if your plan is to hold XRP for 10 years or to over $100 and you stick to that plan, well, then I like it. And you are doing things right, because I do believe that XRP will be between 100 to over 1,000 in the next 10 years. What it's going to do in the next number of months, I don't know, but XRP is a fantastic long-term plan. I do believe through research that the financial rails of Japan's economy, of Europe, much of Europe's economy, the US is going to be built on the XRP rails. When does that all come to fruition? Hard to tell. But over the next 10 years, I think it does really, really well. But a lot of people who are chasing this kind of pump are buying in here. And if it then just trades sideways, I mean, look at this. XRP sometimes trades sideways for a very long time. If it does that, they will often wash out. Well, let me just draw this. Does this, and they will sell here, even though they bought here, and they will chase into something else to try to be part of the winning team. And that doesn't work out well at all. Make sense? Now, most people do this. Understand that it's normal. Why? Because this is not what serious professional investors do. This is what most people do, where they buy high and sell lower. Now, I want you all to become multimillionaires through crypto, and I know that some of you will listen to me. I also know that some of you won't, and that's okay. I found that in life, we get what we want most, and those who truly want financial freedom more than almost anything else in their life, this message will hit you solidly and will benefit you massively. If you want reasons and excuses to why you never made it, or want to feel part of the winning team all the time, more than you want true financial freedom, you will also get what you want. To feel like you're part of the winning team, and then you will buy high, and then you will sell lower in order to buy into the new winning team. After most of its gains are already on the board, and you will have exactly what you wanted most, to feel accepted. Unfortunately, it's like that. Abe ran into the burning building during the bear. You know, I bet you even most in the crypto space told you you're crazy, because it's true. Abe, to answer your question, XRP, because I like to chase green candles. What's up, my friend? The real Randy Chavez. I love you, brother. Hey, Rain. Why is OMI not on big exchanges? Do you think it's fishy? Well, I'll share with you something. Let's go to the OMI chart. Here's one of the bigger concepts people miss in crypto overall. Why would I buy this so cheap? It's on hardly any other big exchanges. So isn't that fishy? Isn't that crazy? Most people are telling me OMI's going to zero from here, and that OMI can't turn around unless XYZ, this. I'm going to wait till it's on much bigger exchanges. Okay. I think it cut out for a second. Do you think that the price is cheaper from here or more expensive from here when it gets on all the big exchanges? Well, it's going to be a lot higher from here. And that's when you're planning to buy? How does that make sense? Because then you'll feel like you're part of the winning team, because it's scary to buy here. It's not scary for me, but I've been doing this for 25 years. For me, this puts me at ease. What's scary is buying XRP at 250 if my goal is short term. My goal is the next 10 years for those funds. That's not scary to me at all. That's buying low within the time frame that I'm looking at and planning to sell high. But I stick to my timelines well. There's a lot of people who don't. 3 years from now, if it hasn't gone up massively, they will sell it. Or many people, 3 months from now, something else will take off. Maybe XRP. My internet's doing weird things. They will sell their XRP for Chainlink so they can be part of the new winning team. And it's weird. I can't say I do understand it because I'm human too. I've just been at it for so long. And I've seen that those patterns work out terrible for people. Now, when I was brand new in crypto in 2017, I thought everyone there was going to be rich. And that everyone was doing research and that everyone was like trying to do their best and that they understood that they were part of something that would massively change their finances if they learn how to do it right. And I was correct on that. And I was very correct on that if they learned how to do it right. And guess what? Most people didn't. So back to OMI. It is way down right here. It's absolutely punished. Now, they started to take off, which for investors like me sucked. I like to buy low, not high, and it started to take off. And it's all the way back down here. This is a fantastic thing. Why? Because the key principle to making huge amounts of money in crypto is buy low, sell high. Not buy high, hope it goes higher. That's what most people do, and it doesn't work. So OMI just got delisted from BitGet, and I've heard a lot of people complaining about it. Oh my gosh, OMI can't even keep their listing on BitGet. Yet I don't know a single person that was getting any of their OMI on BitGet. Like literally not one. Is it a big deal? It's not a big deal at all. You know who's making a big deal out of it? People that already sold their OMI positions because they didn't feel like they were part of the winning team because OMI was correcting after going 3,000x. 3,000x during the previous bull run. Okay, guess what that caused? That caused a lot of 49ers fans to come in and buy OMI up here. Where are all those 49ers fans now that bought OMI way up here? Oh, they're not 49ers fans anymore. They're chasing some other winning team, and they've sold out at lows in order to get there. Realize that when something pumps 3,000x, the correction is going to be massive. Now, how massive? I don't have a magic crystal ball. Guess what? I started dollar cost averaging in all the way through here. And I never realized it would get even this cheap. This is so ridiculously cheap. I love it. I love it because I like buying low and selling high. And it's better price now than it has been since 2021. So it's an amazing price. And yet, so many people are complaining about it like it'll never happen. Now, OMI, a little bit of research on OMI, is the token associated with VV. VV has the premier digital collectibles app in the world, in my opinion. And OMI is the token loosely associated with that. But when the second stage or the bigger stage of the bull market happens, higher risk altcoins explode during that period. And that hasn't happened yet. And their specific narrative of digital collectibles hasn't happened yet. So the major pumps haven't happened yet. And that's why so many people are sitting on the sidelines. Because they're all like the 49ers fans. Now, they'll jump in. When it goes 10x from here, you'll see a whole new wave come into being OMI fans. And OMI to the moon. 50x from here, oh, even more people will be coming in. And OMI is my favorite project in the world. OMI to the moon. OMI will go 1,000x from here. You'll hear all these things. What are you hearing now? Very little of that. And anyone who dares say that, like me, I get attacked viciously. Perfect. I don't care what those people think. I'm good at being right in crypto. My percentages, I'm really happy with. Does everything I invest in go absolutely crazy? No. Overall, though, my portfolio from the last bear market until 2021 went 100x from the bottom. 100x. Even though A whole bunch of things I invested in failed. Why? Because a whole number of them did extremely well. Secondly, that was my first bear market. I invested in stuff that I hadn't researched. I didn't really know what I was doing. I had great results, but I was still pretty new at this. I diversified across a bunch of different things, and that worked out well for me. And I picked some real big winners. But this last bear market, I focused 100% of my portfolio on the part of my portfolio that did the very best last bear market. And Economy falls squarely in that. Projects that are like 1 to 5 or 6 years old, their token has been severely punished by the bear market and token investing. In fact, OMI went so high last bull market that the pendulum, when it swings too far one way, swings too far the other way, and it gets severely punished. And so I'm glad that OMI is so darn cheap. That's why I was able to list it in my top 5 favorite coins. Had it not come down near as cheap as this, it wouldn't be as interesting to me. But as an investor, in order to make the massive gains that I'm looking for this round, I want to buy things that have 100x or more potential. And I feel like because the price is so cheap, OMI falls squarely in that potential. And that makes sense to me. Buy low, sell high. Remember that. So the next time you buy high, hoping it goes higher, you're going to hear those words. And look, maybe it works out for you. Maybe you'll buy high, sell higher before it then retraces to below what you bought it at. But is that the best decision you can make? Because I know some people in 2021 is like, oh my gosh, I'm killing it. I made 80% increase on my money. I was having this conversation with this guy. It's really good technical analysis, and he would jump in and out of trades. And I was talking to him, and I said, yeah, so how have you done over the last year in your crypto portfolio? And he's like, and this is still somewhat early bull market. And he's like, I'm up 75% from a year ago. And I was like, 75%. He had 300,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Fantastic at technical analysis. And he was up 75%. So he said, well, how are you doing? And I was like, I'm up 11x. So like, what is that? 1100%. And he couldn't wrap his mind around it. Now, the way I trade like this, it's just optimized for the highest potential gains, and that I buy and I hold for a certain time frame that I'm looking for. So I buy during the bear market when things are cheap. And if they get a lot cheaper, I buy more of it. And then I wait to see if that narrative plays out during the bull run. And when it does, and almost every single one of them did, that survived until the bull market, well, then I would take profits and sell it as it was going crazy, as everybody was talking about it. That's when I sold. When it was part of the winning team that everyone wanted to be a part of, that's when I was selling, and people told me I was crazy then too. So they told me I was crazy when I was buying it because the chart looked like what OMI's chart looks like. And they said, you're dumb. That's a dead coin. You don't know what you're doing. You're not doing it right. You need to buy, gosh, what was the big one back then that like had just pumped 10x and like everyone was buying it. And they're like, yeah, it's the best go up ever. So you're suggesting I should sell my Cardano, which is down at 3 cents, so I could buy into your project that you're part of that just went 10 to 12x. And you think that's going to work out good for me? Oh, yeah, it's great. They're just going to keep going up for forever. I'm just going to sit here with my Cardano. Cardano's being punished, and they're like, yeah, but it's card delay node. Cardano's never going to happen. They're 3 years behind on their roadmap. They're not on the biggest exchanges. They're not on Coinbase. Blah, 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 blah. Cardano sucks. I was like, you think because I'm buying it before it's on Coinbase, that's a bad thing? I'd rather buy it before it's on Coinbase. Then when it goes on Coinbase, the price gets a lot higher. What am I missing here? How do you not get this? But they didn't get it. You know where all those people are now? I have no idea. But they're not in crypto because they bought high. They eventually found out what I'm talking about, and they just left the crypto space. What happened to me in 2021? I was able to do well enough. I was able to let go my day job, and now can do whatever I want every day. I did take all my funds that I made and I redeployed it during this bear market because I want to take another major round up. So I'm fully deployed back in the crypto space, waiting patiently for the bigger part of the bull run coming. Now, if you've been watching Raoul Pal, and I really like him, he said the banana zone is coming soon. The banana zone is the blow off top of the bull market. Now, how soon is soon? I don't know if it's 2 months from now. I don't know if it's 6 months from now, but it is coming. And when it happens, a lot of these altcoins will go absolutely berserk crazy to prices that are crazy. And even XRP will probably go crazy during that. But if you were buying XRP at 40 cents and 50 cents, that was really smart. And you're willing to buy into something that was not part of the winning team yet. If you're buying it at 250, you're doing it wrong. Now, if you're buying it now, cool, and you're going to hold it for 10 years, okay, I can 100% get on board with that decision, especially if you're young. Why? What else are you going to do over the next 10 years? That is a good bet for 10 years. I think the probabilities that XRP makes up the financial rails of the future for a lot of the first world countries, I'd say it's probably 75 to 85% chance. And if that happens, that would probably take our XRP to over $100, maybe well over $100. So that's not a bad play. Now, in the meantime, could you have done better by buying low on smaller cap alts and holding it? Well, it depends on how good you are at research, if you're making the right decisions. Yes, you could have done better if you're putting a lot of time and effort in learning how to do it right. For those that want to learn how to do it right, I have some courses below. There's one on the top 2 massively undervalued coins or undervalued projects that everyone is missing. Cool. I think those ones do exceptionally well, and I'll lay out the research as to why I think that's the case. Also, my Zero to Crypto Hero course is like a fast track of how to think like a savage crypto investor. Now, it helps that I've been doing investment overall for 25 years. I have only been in the crypto space for 7. And when I was new, I made a lot of new person mistakes. Even though you would think I would have known, I thought those rules didn't apply to crypto investment. And they do. So even myself, with all that background, came in and did a lot of things wrong. But what I don't do is I don't keep making the same mistakes over and over. So I learn from them, and I share a lot of those experiences with you. We are live. Jumping in the chat. Abe, I'm here. Love you, Abe. What do you think of ORT? I'm not going to look at that. I've never heard of it before. Paul Lizzie, my friend. If you haven't seen Paul Lizzie's Instagram, it is awesome. Good to see you, by the way, Paul. Don Hood Solo. Good evening. What's up, brother? What's going on, Jay? Happy Sunday everywhere, everyone. Menelager. Good to see you all. All right. Yes. This bull run is coming. This banana zone is coming. I hope you guys realize the potential here and that you are making good decisions. Now, what we naturally do leads us to failure. It just does. And that's why I created this channel. Try to inform you guys how to do it right. I waited to really start making videos till I had enough grasp on what was really going on. So I knew that I was sharing something of massive value. And so I didn't start this till December 2020, even though I got started all the way in 2017. Guys, that's all for today. Enjoy this Rainmaker wrap. This just reinforces the principles. This is a fun wrap way to reinforce these principles. And so I wrote the words to this, but cool performer out of UK named Charlie actually did the rap.
To the space, chasing all of the gains, chasing the pumps and all of the hype trains. But like in life, shit, right before you could, it was close to buy when it was pouring like a rainmaker should. I buy when it's down, don't chase the boats that I miss, cause I always make the time in mind. I take the one out, cause I'm patient like that, and I'll wait for the right time. I'll sell when it's high, I'll buy when it's low. slow. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm just a rainmaker running the show. Calculated investments, I don't lead with my heart. The principles are simple, they're leaving a mark. Why when it's boring, just gotta be smart. I sell when it's hype, like all the channels they pump it. That's when I was selling, got parabolic and dump it. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm a rainmaker, making my own start. I'm with the future, learning the past. Makes the time fly by, years going so fast. The game plan is mine, I'll own it now. When I reach the top, haters asking me how. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love. And I follow what I learn, not relying on luck. Time is never better, the time like the present. This next 5 years is a gift and it's feeling like heaven. I'm committed to learn, studying to know that nothing comes easy, but with knowledge the game show. Sticking out this road, cause soon will come a bear market. Learning and growing, and when it's slow will be the target. They say it's come out, Bitcoin is dead. The massive decreases can get to your head. Sticking around, the time is better. Strong like that, I'll let the others be fretters. 2 years time, the ball will bring back the gains. That makes it worth the effort, cause here comes the rain. So let's go rainmakers, let's make it all happen. They go with the hate, say the haters be crapping. I'm here for 5 years, let's do this together. The time is right, the time could be better. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm a rainmaker, making my own start. I'm with the future, learning the past. Makes the time fly by, years going so fast. The game plan is mine, I'll own it now. When I reach the top, haters asking me how. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love. And I follow what I learn, not relying on luck. Haters be hating, the time to slow down. Addressing what they say when I'm wearing my crown. They're chasing green candles like someone who was new. I got a vision that was bigger, helping me to push through. I'm still human and sometimes it is rough, and that's what makes me special, simply I stay tough. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love. And I follow what I learn, not relying on luck.